Hi guys, it's Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, and I guess I'm gonna talk to you about my challenge that totally went down the tubes last year. Actually, I had two challenges go down the tubes last year, but you know, I was expecting my surgery, but I think I was expecting to heal a little bit better than I did, but I do still have some numbness and tingling, and that was to be expected. And I do have some more surgeries coming up. I do know for sure that I will be having at least two more. Maybe one sooner than later. I don't know yet. We'll have to see what the MRI says. But the one challenge, or double dog dare, if that's how we want to do it, or a triple dog dare, is to make that silly knitted blanket. Mama in a Stitch. I think that's what it's called. Let me turn my laptop this way. And I will link this below. It's called, well, what is it called? It's called something by Mama in a Stitch. Where is my mouse? Okay. It is called the Fall Cuddler Chunky Blanket Knitting Pattern. There are, it calls for, let's see, US 15 or 10 millimeter, 36-inch circular knitting needles. Now, I do have those, but I'm wondering, and I'm gonna ask all of you knitters out there, I have been practicing on loosening my tension. It's more of a problem when I'm making hats than it is this. But I do have, you know, the needle that it calls for, or needles, the circular needles that it calls for. I also, and they are a clover needle. Now, I also have a bigger one. My son is a big boy. He's a little bit bigger than me. And I do have these 12 millimeter knitting needles. So the yarn that I am using is considered a bulky 6, which is what it is that she calls for, is the bulky 6. And I am using the anniversary cake purple something. I don't know. It's the one that my son wants, because his favorite color is purple. So for all you knitting folks out there, the pattern calls for 10 millimeters, which is this right here. Let me see, you know, I didn't look to see what this one called for. It calls for 8 millimeter crochet hook. I do not, see what knitting needle size it says. So, which do you think I should use? The 10 millimeter or the 12 millimeter? I'm still up in the air about that. But the pattern is let me, it is, oh, let me use my math skills a bit. I should have done this beforehand, but I didn't. Okay. Minus 20 is 6 and 3, and then another 1 is, okay. So the pattern, unless I don't know how to do math anymore, and that's a good possibility, although math was my best subject in addition to science and English and history. No, we won't talk about that. But anyway, it is 137 rows, I think. So I'm just planning on doing 1 row a day. That's how I was planning last year. I might, on an off chance, do 2 rows a day. I think there is a section in the pattern that it's better to do 2 rows than it is to do 1 row, if I remember correctly. But I'm starting it over because the yarn I picked last year was terrible for the project that I picked. It's more of a crochet yarn, or I don't even know if it's more of a, it might be more of a different, not even a crochet or a knitting yarn. It's just really weird yarn. It had no stretch to it at all. And whenever I made something, it stayed in that position. It didn't go anywhere else. And you tried stretching it, and it might have moved, you know, like, or not even that much, but, you know, just a teeny tiny bit, and nothing. So I'm starting over, and I'm using the anniversary cake that my devil picked out. Depending upon how long it is, I do have 2 more anniversary cakes up there that I can add to it if it is not going to be long enough for him. He's 6'1" now. So yes, he's a tall one. He gets that from his birth father's side of the family. Not exactly sure when he's gonna stop growing taller. But he is 6'2" or 6'1" now. And so if need be, I might have to add some more, a whole nother section on to it, because you're supposed to do rows 1 through 78, and then repeat rows 19 through 78. And I still think that that's 137 rows. We'll see. You know, maybe it's just going to be a sit on the couch, cover up kind of thing. I'm not sure yet. That is what, that is my big knitting project of the year. My other knitting project is to finish my mittens that I'm making. I do need to go in knit nights and have them re-help me with that, especially when it comes to the thumb opening. Yeah. And then I would like to get a minimum of 1 hat done, knitted hat done a month. Takes me a lot longer to do knitted patterns, especially if I'm going to be carrying yarn or doing cables. If it's just a straight knit stitch hat, then yeah, I can whip that out in about 3 weeks instead of 4. No, just teasing. Maybe 2 weeks. It just depends. I get, that's why I'm going to be having whips, no more than 10 whips at one time, because I get bored with doing things. I have 2 blankets, my son and my grandson, and then I take that back. I have 4 blankets, and I have the 2 Boggy Creek blankets. I'm not as focused on them because I can't do anything with them until next the end of next year. So I more than likely will finish those and donate those somewhere here. So yeah, I have frogged a lot of projects because I did not want to take things that I got agitated with whenever I was making them and throwing them across the room. Not really, but I pulled things out quite a few times. I very rarely will throw things or, projects across the room because I can't figure out a stitch or it comes out wrong. I just frog and keep going at it. I am going to do, I have a lot of one skeins. I've been making hats, and it's up in the air as to whether or not I will keep the hat or if I will donate the hat to either the community at the bread line, or if they will go to the cancer center. So I am committing myself to make 4 crochet hats a month. I should say 1 a week. And if there's 5 weeks in a month, then I guess I will be doing it that way. Depending upon, and I think I'm doing those on Tuesdays. So Linda Quilty, you guys know Linda Quilty, or Quilty Linda, whichever one you want to call her. She suggested that I do bag-a-day hats. And I was, I have done quite a few of hers, and I can certainly do that. So I'm starting with this coming Tuesday, and I actually have it started right over there. With the one skeins that I have, I am going to be doing bag-a-day hats, 1 per week. And I enjoyed watching Dina from Dina's Homespun Fun whenever she was doing her bag-a-day project. I don't know how she did those big, huge projects in a week. I just have, if I was not doing anything else, I might be able to do that, but probably not. So yes, I will be picking out bag-a-day hats to make. I have a playlist, and I will make it open to the public, and maybe you guys can let me know if I'm missing any hats. But I think I have almost all of them in that playlist from Bag-A-Day, and I have picked the first one. So I need to try and figure out a way to so I don't repeat a hat later on in the year, because I'm not going to remember if I made it, like 3 years ago, or if I made it this year. So I'm going to have to find a way to keep track, and doing it on the computer is a lot easier. So I don't know how am I gonna go about that yet. But if you guys can look and see if I might have missed a hat, and somehow let me know that I missed one, I will make that playlist public, so I can have you guys help me in case I've missed a Bag-A-Day hat project. So other than that, I plan to keep myself very, 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 very busy. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blankets. Ooh, 6 blankets. Okay. Yeah. See, you see, that's already 6 whips right there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See, I'm already at 12 whips again. So something's going to have to give somewhere, and I don't know what. Maybe if I should finish something. Who knows? Maybe I will. I don't know. So yeah, that's my my crochet knit life in a whirlwind. So I'm hoping somebody will join me. I know Lynette from Charmed Grammy is joining me on my knit, not my knit along, but my, what are we calling it? I'll have to come up with a hashtag to call it. So if anybody else wants to knit it with me, I know many, many, many of you have already made it, and you're like, I am not going to make that again. Make a different one. I know Jax is going to be doing it, but she's going to be making a different one. So, you know, just knit a blanket with me. It doesn't have to be the same one that I'm doing. I'm more than likely going to do 1 to 2 rows a day. And we will see, you know, how far that gets. I'd like to have it done for his birthday, and that gives me plenty of days. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, as long as I stay right on track with it every day. Um, I can't get sick. I can't go on vacation. I don't go on vacation anyway. I can't have surgery. So yeah, all of those fun things. Surgery's not fun, but yes. I'm gonna have to start waking up earlier in the morning. I can tell this. So thanks, guys, for watching, and I'm going to do it again. I'm a triple dog dare people to do this knit blanket with me. We're all learning to knit. I know a lot of people think that I'm the expert knitter. No, I don't even know how to bind off. I can bind off on making a hat, but I've never knit anything straight to have to bind off. So I don't know. I'm still learning. So yeah, let's do it. Alrighty. So thanks, guys, for watching. I triple dog dare you guys to do this blanket. You guys have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.